This is Matt from MGMT Boston. On this episode of The Lantern, we are with Jack Preddey, the founder and CEO of Optimized Mind Performance. Jack, what are you and your team building?
Thanks, Matt. So essentially we've built the first purpose-built software for sports psychologists within their organisation. So every other area of performance pillar has technology to be better, faster, stronger.
Sure.
The mental side doesn't. So we've built that purpose-built technology. Sports psychs can now scale what they do across their organisations or equally supplement mental performance resource for organisations if they don't have that, to provide that crucial resource to athletes so they can perform at their best by unlocking the power of the mind.
And as we know, being in Boston, from Tom Brady's sort of mental optimization, how important that is to success in athletics. Now, it's been clearly a really busy year for you. As we turn the page to 2026, like what are you excited about that you sort of went through with your team this year? Yeah. And then what are you looking forward to next year?
Yeah, it's been a really big year for us. So we only really commercialized last year, so this is our second year in market, and as all startups and people know, it's always challenging to find that product market fit, but this year we well and truly did, rode that momentum from last year, signed massive deals including Team USA, which we're really excited by. They're using us to get ready for the Winter Games. Go Australia though. But continue that growth across the NCAA and opened up opportunities in the NBA, MLB, a lot of other areas. So honestly exciting just to continue that growth, continue to set ourselves up as that premier platform in elite sport, but also enter the youth and academy market too next year, which we're pumped about. It's always been a mission of ours to democratise mental skills to the youth as well. So really excited by opportunities in that space as well.
Yeah, that's a great and expanding roadmap, which is awesome. Congrats. Now, you've clearly learned a lot from building this company and from your career before, leveraging all those learnings into this company. What are some learnings that you would pass back to maybe up-and-coming builders here in Boston and all the way maybe down to Sydney about sort of what it takes to build a technology company like this?
Yeah, I think having that background in elite sport beforehand, which A, obviously gave me the inspiration for the company, but B, a lot of those mental learnings, not to be too ironic, but as we know, it's so challenging being a startup for everyone, the founder, the employees, the early investors. So honestly, my biggest advice is stay in the game. Like being in sport, I was a cricketer, which I know doesn't go too far, but it's about, basically the game's about not getting out, and if you're still out in the middle, you can win. So that's my biggest advice, is stay in the game, things will turn, your momentum will come, and eventually you can run. That's honestly go-to advice, I reckon.
I think that's good. And last but not least, like what can we do to help Optimized Mind Performance grow here in Boston and far beyond? Yeah,
obviously Boston, we came here strategically, massive sporting community. I've loved buying into the culture here. So always looking to meet new founders, people within sport in the ecosystem, like every startup, always looking for strategic investors, those that love sport, have connections in sport, basically willing to meet with all different stakeholders. Again, obviously a bias, if you love sport, we're keen to chat basically.
This is Jack, the founder and CEO of Optimized Mind Performance. Matt from MGMT Boston, this episode of The Lantern. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you having me.